Navigating sensory overload. Understanding and managing overstimulation in an era of constant connectivity, the world often feels like it is shouting at us. Between the relentless ping of smartphone notifications, the hum of household appliances, and the unpredictable demands of family life, our senses are frequently pushed to their limits. When this happens, you might experience a phenomenon known as overstimulation. What is overstimulation? Overstimulation occurs when your nervous system receives more sensory input noise, light, movement, or touch than it can effectively process. To understand this, imagine your nervous system is like a Wi-Fi router. If too many devices attempt to connect and download data simultaneously, the connection lags, glitches, and eventually, the entire system crashes. Similarly, when your brain is bombarded with too much data, it struggles to function, leading to a state of sensory overload. Common signs of an overloaded system overstimulation isn't just a feeling of being busy. It is a physiological response. You may recognize these symptoms: loss of focus, difficulty completing simple tasks, or a tendency to zone out repeatedly. Sensory sensitivity, lights appearing too bright, sounds feeling painfully loud, or even the texture of your clothing feeling irritating. The wired but tired paradox, feeling physically tense and hyperalert, yet completely mentally and physically exhausted. Increased irritability, reacting with uncharacteristic snapping or anger to minor interruptions or reasonable questions. The modern culprits. Why is this happening? While overstimulation has always existed, modern lifestyle trends have amplified it. We are living in a high-stimulus environment that rarely offers natural pauses. Key drivers include digital saturation. The endless stream of social media, emails, and texts ensures our brains are never truly off. Environmental chaos. High-traffic areas like grocery stores or loud, crowded social gatherings demand constant sensory processing. Physical demands. For parents or caregivers, constant physical touch, often called touch overstimulation, can lead to a feeling of being physically overwhelmed. Biological depletion. Lack of sleep and irregular nutrition weaken the nervous system's ability to regulate itself, making you more susceptible to overload. Note on overstimulation versus overwhelm. While often used interchangeably, they are distinct. Overstimulation is a sensory issue, too much noise light, whereas being overwhelmed is an emotional or cognitive issue, too many responsibilities stressors. Proactive strategies. How to prevent the meltdown. You cannot control the world around you, but you can build buffers to protect your nervous system. Curate your digital environment. Set app limits and keep phones out of the bedroom to ensure your brain can decompress before sleep. Reduce background noise. Avoid sensory stacking. Don't watch TV if you are already scrolling on your phone. Silence unnecessary devices. Simplify decision-making. Reduce decision fatigue by automating small things, such as meal planning or sticking to a consistent morning routine. Establish boundaries. Learn to say no to non-essential social events or immediate responses to non-urgent texts. Prioritize solitude. Schedule intentional, alone time, even if it is just 10 minutes of quiet, to allow your system to reset. Reactive strategies. How to calm down in the moment if you feel yourself reaching a breaking point. Use these techniques to reset your nervous system. Immediate sensory reduction. The fastest way to calm an overstimulated brain is to lower the input. Dim the lights, put on noise-canceling headphones, or move to a quiet, dark room. Grounding techniques to pull your brain out of a spiral. Use the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Acknowledge 5 things you see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you hear, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. Physiological resets. Controlled breathing. Use a rhythmic pattern, e.g., inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, to signal to your brain that you are safe. Movement. Sometimes, shaking it off through stretching or a quick walk can help release built-up physical tension. Hydration and nutrition. Often, hunger or dehydration mimics or exacerbates the feeling of being overwhelmed. Communication and self-compassion. If you are in a shared space, communicate your needs clearly. I am feeling overstimulated right now and need 10 minutes of quiet. Most importantly, avoid judging yourself for feeling this way. Acknowledging the struggle is the first step toward managing it. Conclusion: overstimulation is a signal from your nervous system that it has reached its capacity. By recognizing the early signs and implementing both preventative boundaries and immediate grounding techniques, you can manage the chaos of modern life without reaching the point of burnout.